Most people know that if the president can't serve, the vice president takes over. But what happens if both the president and the vice president are unable to serve? Who becomes president next? And how does the law decide the order? Today, we're breaking down the Presidential Succession Act and explaining exactly who takes over when the vice president is also gone. The Constitution originally said very little about succession. It simply stated that if the president can't serve, the powers and duties go to the vice president. But it didn't clearly define what happens after that. So Congress created a law, the Presidential Succession Act, to spell out the full line of succession. The current version of the law was passed in 1947 and updated in 2006. It lays out a detailed list of who becomes president if both the president and vice president are unable to serve. And the next person in line is the Speaker of the House. That's right, the highest-ranking member of the House of Representatives is next after the vice president. If the Speaker cannot serve, the next in line is the President pro tempore of the Senate. This is the longest-serving member of the majority party in the Senate. After that, the line moves into the president's cabinet, starting with the Secretary of State. Here's the order: President pro tempore of the Senate, Secretary of State, Secretary of the Treasury, Secretary of Defense, Attorney General, and then the rest of the cabinet in the order their departments were created. There are a few key rules that many people don't realize. 1. They must meet all constitutional requirements. To become president, a person must be at least 35, be a natural-born U.S. citizen, have lived in the U.S. for 14 years. If someone in the line doesn't meet these requirements, they are skipped. 2. Cabinet members must be Senate-confirmed. Acting secretaries do not qualify. 3. They must agree to serve. Succession is not automatic. A person can decline. If both the president and vice president are gone, the next eligible person in the line becomes acting president until a new vice president is appointed under the 25th Amendment. This has never happened in U.S. history, but the law is designed to ensure continuity of government under any circumstance. There have been moments in history where the line of succession mattered. When President Kennedy was assassinated in 1963, when President Reagan was shot in 1981, after the September 11th attacks in 2001. In each case, the government reviewed the line of succession to ensure continuity, but the vice president was always available, so the next steps were never triggered. Thanks for watching. If you want more clear explanations of everyday topics, hit like, subscribe, and check out the next video in this series.